Easy to make natural homemade yogurt. If there's one thing that your intestinal flora loves, it's yogurt. That smooth, fresh texture that tastes great also gives your body all kinds of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. But why should you settle for buying it at the store when you can make your own natural homemade yogurt? They say if you want things done right, you have to do it yourself. Do you want homemade, low-cost, and easy-to-make yogurt? Make it yourself. Yogurt is nothing more than fermented milk. In other words, it's made of millions of bacteria that get turned into lactic acid. If you prepare it at home, you get to control what goes into it, especially sugar and preservatives. The idea is for it to be good for you and for you to have the peace of mind that you're not consuming additives. Commercial options fill it with artificial colors and flavors to attract us, but how real is it? There's nothing like mixing that creaminess with fruit and watching the colors mix. But don't worry. If you're not exactly a chef, it's okay. We have a super simple recipe for you. It's 3 easy steps: throw it in, mix it, and wait. It practically makes itself. Ingredients: 1/2 cup of natural sugar-free yogurt, 100 grams. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 10 grams. Preparation. Pour the milk into a pot and heat. Don't let it boil, as that will change the flavor of the yogurt. Keep it at 200 degrees for 10 minutes to pasteurize it. Just before it reaches boiling, remove from heat and let it chill. Use a thermometer to check that it is at about 100 degrees. If you don't have a thermometer, stick your pinky finger into the milk. If you can count to 20 seconds without burning yourself, it's there. Add the sugar and stir. Next, add the yogurt and beat well until everything is completely incorporated. Pour into a mold and cover with aluminum foil, then wrap it all up in a kitchen towel. Let the mold sit, covered, for 4 hours for it to ferment. Uncover and drain the liquid, and then beat the mixture with a spoon. Finally, transfer it to a container with a lid and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. When you wake up, your yogurt will be ready. Want to learn more? How to make a yogurt sponge cake? The yogurt and milk should be fresh. When you add the yogurt, The milk shouldn't be cold, because the bacteria need heat, but it also shouldn't be too hot because that will kill them. Don't interrupt the process for any reason once it's covered. The benefits of natural homemade yogurt. Natural homemade yogurt contains nutrients such as potassium, vitamin A, phosphorus, and calcium. In addition, it doesn't contain additives, conservatives or artificial flavorings. Because it is a great source of calcium, it prevents osteoporosis. It improves your digestion and speeds up your metabolism. Natural yogurt strengthens your immune system. It reduces cholesterol in your blood, thus lowering your risk of cardiovascular problems. Because it goes through the fermentation process, the milk is also fermented, and so it is good for lactose-intolerant people. It helps with gastritis and constipation. It prevents diarrhea, gas, and stomach cramps. Natural homemade yogurt is good for your skin, helping get rid of toxins, and is even good as a face mask. It nourishes, repairs, and disinfects your skin. We recommend reading Clear Up Blemishes with this face mask made from aspirin and yogurt. There's more. The probiotics balance your lymphocytes and keeps your intestines balanced, too. This is in addition to regulating your production of cytokines, in charge of controlling your cell function. This helps with allergies, especially in the summer. It helps you lose weight. Vaginal infections? Thanks to the lactobacillus produced by the fermentation of the yogurt, it keeps bacteria from multiplying in the case of a fungal infection. Yogurt is great after exercising, since the high amounts of protein and carbohydrates in it help repair your muscles and liberate the accumulated energy. Smile. The lactic acid is in charge of keeping your gums healthy. Since it's natural yogurt, you don't have to worry about cavities.